etc, we start with the 1 hour chart. We want to give a quick update. As we can see, there is no much changes. If we refer to our analysis, we mentioned that my last analysis, we mentioned if we get a correction, we can look for buy. Still, we can look for the short-term buy. Then we can look for this flat. All right. The way it's moving is really corrective. This means still we can expect this one be relative to what we have here for one more drop. May when the next drop is a sharp, may the price can retest to 82. Okay, but we need to see I mean, the way it's dropping, whether we drop as a sharp move. If it's a sharp move similar to what we get here, we can expect the prayer code of this and the price can drop to somewhere around 82. But if it's drop as a corrective, then that drop can give us a confirmation for continuation. That means it can give us a trade setup for buy. But what I have here, we can consider as a correction for the short-term buying relative to this as a flat. That's been any sharp move with if we can take the trade, then we start to manage. If we move to 15 minutes, we want to see what we have based on 15 minutes because the ways drop, I mean, moving is really corrective. Maybe we can look for this one as a correction, but the only question is this: how we can trade it? If we want to have entry either above here or above this, it depends on the traders. The only thing is if anywhere they want to put the entry, they need to watch out. When the bot we want the price tag and continue at least similar to what we are here. If you had the entry above this, we get this. All right, similar to that. If you either we want to put here or here, what we want the price break with the sharp move and continue. If the price tag which is not moving, we take out the trade. All right, as I mentioned, the way is moving is very corrective. Maybe we get one move up, start to correct, or one the next move can give us a divergence for this flat for one more drop. As I mentioned, the way is reversing is very corrective. We can look for buy, but the short term buy. What I mean by short term, as long as we get into the profit, we start to manage it. All right. And one thing I need to highlight here, we cannot buy within this correction. Either we should have entry above the top or we look for the trades at top. Why? Because see what we get here. We had this one correction. Whoever got both within this one with the trade setup, then later they see this. All right. The best way even when we see this one, we mention if we want to look for buy, we mentioned to have entry above this, which was around 135. That's why when the price dropped, we were not in the trade. Okay. And if we move to daily chart, you want to see what we have based on daily chart. Still, we looking for this correction. I think we get more complex correction rather than the small correction. That's why if we want to look for trade, we consider any trade based on short term. We like within the bigger correction and based on we are going to trade within the bigger correction based on higher time frame like 4 hour or daily chart. And if I move to 1 hour 4 hour chart, we can look for this for that. That means we can expect we'll get one more drop. All right, but we don't have any confirmation. The only times we can look for, we confirm the price is going to drop if based on lower time frame 1 hour chart we get the sharp move flag. This is where we can look for sell based on 1 hour chart, not the 4 hour chart. Anyway, if we move to 1 hour chart, we don't have any trade setup. What we can expect if there is a reversal as a continuation, maybe we get one move up, we see this flat, then we get the price drop, and that times if we get any sharp move down with the flag, we can look for sell. This is what we're looking for, and may we consider we get this kind of the move. All right, this is the mean. That's mean if we get any buy from here, we consider as a short term, unless we get the sharp move with the flag for continuation. Anyway, we don't have any proper trade setup. The way it's reversing is very corrective. Most of the charts they behave same. In this case, we just follow the chart, and as I say, any trade we consider as a short term. And if I see any update or trade setup, proper trade setup that can give us a confirmation for the next move, I will share. Thanks.